Hello YouTube, and welcome to the discussion series where we will now discuss about 12 multimedia apps for mobile phones. And what we are going to do is we're going to focus on Android here, and if you got iPhone, then you might have this app as well. But since I use Android, I'll only be able to describe about the Android apps. So what I first like to do is in the Google Play Store, all of the apps are available in Google Play Store. 10 of them are free and 2 of them are paid, but they are worth it. So the first app that you should have as a multimedia specialist in your mobile phone is Adobe Photoshop Lightroom, which is the alternative to the desktop version of the Lightroom. So it pretty much allows you to basically edit the photos, as you can see here. So you can create a professional grade photo, and you can change the ISO. So it also lets you shoot photos manually from your mobile phone itself, and it also allows you to shoot a DNG image, that is a raw image right from your mobile phone, which is great. And it allows you to change the basic curves, tones, and everything. So basically what you see in Adobe Lightroom in the desktop version itself, you can do it here. So you can go over here, you can transform the photos just like in the desktop version, and this pretty much gives you a whole lot of range for your mobile camera possibility. So definitely try that out. This is actually free of cost. The other one is Photoshop Express, which is a quick effect application right here, and Adobe has a range of Photoshop softwares which you can use. So this is actually very good for editing the photos, adding in filters just like in Instagram, and you can change this clarity, softness, reduce noise, as you can see over there. You can also change the feel of the photograph. You can choose a preset. You can change the color tones and so forth. So photo editing, this is good for both tablet and phones, as you can see here. So definitely try that out as well. The other one is Photoshop Mix, which is more for artsy filters. So it gives you more over layer options as well. So it is more of a Photoshop version rather than just photo editing as the previous software. So it lets you create layers inside the Photoshop itself, which is great in your mobile phone. So if you are free, bored, and you do not have an access to a computer, you are feeling creative, what you can do is you can shoot from photos and edit it right on your phone. How cool is that? All right, so the next one is Adobe Photoshop Fix. Yes, I know there are a lot of Photoshop apps that I'm focusing on. The Photoshop Fix is for fixing the photos. So it is more over focused on the let's say blemishes removal, which we do in regular Photoshop. So you can see that Adobe really divided the Photoshop options into different apps, because it would be a lot hassle in the same app. So you can see you can edit these photos, and the beauty of this is this is available for free. So if you want to remove this out, then Photoshop Fix will actually do that for you. You can change the hair color, as you can see, and you can see that there are a lot of features right here. The other one that I really love is Adobe Premiere Clip, which is Adobe Premiere version for your mobile phone. You can basically add in transitions and effects and even the audio from your mobile phone itself. Of course, this does not have a very full range option like in the desktop version of Premiere, but other beauty is that once you make a basic edit from your mobile phone, you can actually export this onto the computer and open the video edited files in the Adobe Premiere Pro itself, and the clips are all synced. It's all there, so that you can add in more effects onto it later on. So this is the beauty of Adobe Premiere Pro Clip, and this is a definite software that you got to have. The other one is Adobe Illustrator Draw, and this is an Adobe Illustrator version for mobile. So it gives you a range of brushes and options like opacity and so forth. So you can see that you can create these kind of stunning graphics right on your mobile phone as well if you're an artist. So if you have an art background, this is a definitely must software that you have. And as other softwares, you can actually sync this with the Illustrator software on your computer as well. So you can create stunning graphics. You can see that there's size, opacity, and color, just like in the desktop version of the Illustrator. You can still choose the different brush sizes as that. You can draw different layers and then publish your work. So if you were to see this, you can see the send to Illustrator CC or send to Photoshop CC option over here, which lets you synchronize the of Adobe Illustrator draw files onto your desktop version software easily. So this is a definitely must-have software if you are a vector art vector art enthusiast. The other one is Adobe Capture, and this is actually not for photography but for capturing the patterns you can use in your graphics through photography. So Adobe Capture CC is actually for your camera, of course, but you can capture inspiration, as they say. So you can see, you can capture any picture and generate a color palette out of it related to that photograph. You can capture shapes which you can use in the Photoshop later in your graphic design. You can capture patterns as you want. So what it lets you do is it allows you to capture photos and generate patterns out of it. It also allows you to make crops out of the patterns or brushes that you shoot. Allows you to like maintain the library and then edit the photo right there. So you can see that the patterns can really be easily created using this. So if you're a graphic designer and a photo enthusiast, so you can see that there's a color palette over here. Then this is a definitely must software just there. So if you were to go out somewhere to capture inspiration, then this is definitely for you. And if you are into digital art, then definitely check this out and download this app. Now this finishes the Adobe range of applications. So now let's focus on Sketchbook, which is from Autodesk itself. So what it does is it's an alternative to the Adobe Draw. So it also creates files in vector, and it allows you to create stunning art right in your mobile phone. So the controls are quite similar, and it gives you a lot of options. Just then, this is from the creators of Maya, so they have really added in a bunch of features that is really good for a mobile software. So this is very good if you are into tablet, and if you have a tablet, then this is a definite must software that you have. But even in your mobile phone, you get to play with it and create stunning graphics right on your mobile phone. Another one is True Sculpt. If you're into sculpting, and if you want to get into 3D sculpting, then True Sculpt Virtual Sculpture is a must for you. It's an alternative to Mudbox for mobile phones, so it lets you create a basic version of 3D model just in your mobile phone. So this is very good to create base models so that you can take it out into 3D editing programs like Maya later on, or Blender, and then use it as a reference. So you can see that this is not a really great graphics, but this can be pretty much done in your mobile phone itself, which is fantastic by its own. The other one is Ultimate SDR. What this lets you do is lets you create stunning SDR photos right from your mobile phone. So you can see the level of detail of the SDR photos right here. Usually what we do is we tend to stick on to the default version of the SDR in our mobile phone, which is not that great, and this really lets you create stunning photos out of the mobile phone itself. So it lets you add in detail to your choice. The pictures seem to be overblown out here, but you can actually use the sliders over here to change the level of effect. I actually have a tutorial on this as well. So the next one is the paid software. So these are all of the free softwares that I'm focusing right now. The other one is I want to focus on a paid software. It's all right. It's $8.04 to buy, which is actually worth it. And what this actually allows you to do is it lets you control the SLR camera, your Canon SLR camera, from the app itself. So you might be thinking that if you have Wi-Fi connection, then why do you even need this? You have the default Canon option. But this actually lets you control non-Wi-Fi cameras as well. So you can see, if you read the description, it says this is the best app to fully control your Canon DSLR camera from your Android device through USB cable. So if you were to have your OTZ cable onto your Android device, plug in the USB cable, and then plug it onto the camera, then you do not need Wi-Fi. You can actually use the mobile phone, Android mobile phone or Android tablet as your external monitor and control it within then. And this also helps you to shoot time-lapse videos from yourself, from your DSLR camera. So you do not really need an external a remote or so. So this is a very, very fantastic app. And if you are a photo enthusiast, you got an Android phone, you got a Canon camera, then you got to get this app. I really recommend it. It's really good for the price. The last one and my favorite one is Filmic Pro, and this is $9.99 to buy, which is, for its app, it's quite stunning and not very much. It's really, really good. So what it lets you do is it lets you shoot professional grade video with full control, with the control of frame rates, with the control of dynamic ranges, with the control of frame let's say resolution, temperature, ISO, tint, everything from your mobile phone itself. And it also has raw audio, which is stunning for mobile phone. So you can even do headphone monitoring and so forth. And this is definitely a must-have software if you're a multimedia specialist. Filmic Pro really lets you shoot stunning videos right from your cell phone, which is already fantastic. So the default camera does not really come up with the best features, so it does not really have the best features. So if you use apps like these, external apps are much more better. And filmic industry has done a great job with the software, and this is a definite app that you must have. So by saying that much, hope you guys learned something as always, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe.